Vice Point Hospital. We're going to take on the paramedic missions. So enter, turn on the siren, activate the mission, and go pick up whoever needs your help. For the paramedic mission, it's pretty easy. You are required to pick up the amount of patients that equal your level. So this is level 1, which means I only have one patient to pick up. Bring him back to the hospital without running him over or killing him. Marked with a pink arrow overhead. And extra time given for each pickup and the first time you drop them off at the hospital. Very important to remember that when getting to level 7. Now for turning, the ambulance is very top heavy, so for turning I definitely prefer to use the standard brake, so S. And then if I have to make a sharp turn, that's when I'll typically use the handbrake. But other than that, I definitely would prefer just the regular brake because that reduces the chance. Because a sudden drop off in speed will increase the chance that the ambulance will topple over, and we don't want that. You definitely want to stop as soon as the patient comes running, because they can be a bit careless and run into your ambulance, unfortunately causing you to kill them, which means you'd have to start all over again, and that's never fun. Especially if you get to like level 11 or 12 and it's only an accident, but you're stuck because of crappy AI. An ambulance handles fairly well on sand, but I definitely prefer to keep it on the road where possible. Plus, since I only have 2, I'm going to just do it all in one trip. And you're also able to start driving as soon as the passenger opens, well, the patient opens the door. That saves you a few seconds, but it might add up eventually. You never know. And the Vice Point Hospital you should be familiar with because of the taxi missions we've already done, and that was a stop frequently. And also, if you happen to accidentally run the passengers over, all the patients over after they're dropped off, that's okay as long as it credited you for getting it done. And if you do find yourself tipping, well, let's say you're tipping to the left side, if you turn the steering wheel to the left, that will sort of nix the rollover and might give you a 2-wheel bonus, which I don't think is required for 100%, but it's just a little bit of a cash boost only. Not really worth it. By turning on the siren, it encourages some of the drivers to move out of your way. The drivers on the same road as you will move out of the way typically, and the drivers facing you will just stop. Sometimes they go the wrong way and then you're kind of stuck, but
Congratulations, you win.
yeah, I think I'll go this way instead. Fortunately, there are a lot of ways to get onto the beach, and that's another reason I chose the Vice Point Hospital, because a lot of times the passengers are on the beach, but you have to be very careful and slow down well before, and then only inch up to them so they don't accidentally run into the vehicle. And then definitely use the handbrake if they are coming towards you, because you don't want to accidentally back up onto them, which will cause you to kill them and thus start over again. I'm just kind of inching the ambulance when I'm turning from off-road to on-road. Now, unfortunately, you can't listen to a radio station, but the police band is kind of clever, so at least you get some comedy. Now, I definitely prefer coming in this way. because it seems quicker, I think, and then you're already ready to go. Okay, so now there's 4, and you can only fit 3 in the ambulance, so fortunately there's a map option. And probably what I'll do is take the 3 on the beach first, and then come back for the one that isn't. I sort of like to, depending on time, work my way from the outside to the inside, or well, proximity-wise to the hospital. Because I have plenty of time usually. The timing's pretty generous with the paramedic missions, plus you get a time bonus every time you pick somebody up, which is usually enough to get you to the next person.
We got problems in the Ocean Beach area. This is Miller. I'll take care of
it. The siren does get to be annoying after a while, though. And the really cool thing, too, is that passengers are marked. I mean, you could see the arrows to the passengers well before you actually reach them, which is good for not accidentally driving over them. And I guess I'm just going to call them passengers because, well, they really are, so that's great. Now with this one, similar to the pizza mission, the timer resets after every level, so it's not like you can keep adding time onto it. Which really you don't need to, I mean, because you typically have enough time to get all the passengers and get through level 12 as long as you don't run them over. Now, where is this one? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. We're inside here. I don't think I've seen that before.
Oh my god, watch the top!
All paid leave has been canceled. Over.
Actually, what I think I'll do here, since I'm coming in this way, is go out the way I usually come in. Which, not the best idea. Actually, if you remember, we did some adjustment to the ambulance in the handling video. So, while you'll actually, the vehicle will actually show damage, it's never going to smoke. Which means you don't have to worry about You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about finding a new vehicle or visiting a paint spray or anything like that. So that helps a lot too. You don't want to run over the cops though. It's really nice when you have a couple clustered together like this because that's a quick, well in this case 62-second bonus I think. Oh, 40, okay, so 80 seconds, that's good. And it looks like the other two are on the beach too, so that kind of helps. We're pretty far out of the way, but... that was a handbrake turn because it was kind of a sharper one. 40 seconds added, there we go. We'll go this way. Oops. This way. I'm pretty much at the waterfront. Wow. Now you'll notice I'm going very slow and only inching forward, so that way as soon as I see them start to move, okay, there we go, handbrake, stop, so you don't accidentally run them over, because while the ambulance handles well, accidents will happen. Plus it's not instant response off-road.
You're gonna make me freak.
At least not so much as it is when you're actually on the road.
Message from the captain. Whoever stole his personal magazines had better make themselves known. There were more investigators.
Okay. Whoops, don't want to do that. Oh, okay, so those three on the beach are clustered closely together. So I think I'll approach them last. Well, I probably should have taken that straight road through, but that's alright.
Out of my way.
Okay. No, at least I get 40 seconds, so not a big deal.
Message from the captain. He really needs his magazines back.
Hey, Jackson, tell the captain I saw his wife. No wonder he likes them magazines. Over there, next one, I think.
Okay, right here. And if you bump a police car, no big deal. The one level will go away soon enough. Because typically they're not hanging out right where you drop off the patients at the hospital here. So, and it's already gone, so that doesn't even matter. An extra 40 seconds to get me to those three on the beach. Which is going to be very simple. Oh, well, and then there's the rain. If you're on a curve like that, I think it may or may not help to hold down the handbrake just to make sure you don't flip the ambulance or even onto the person you're supposed to rescue. Because this mission is mostly about, well, see, something like that is kind of annoying. But yeah, this mission is mostly about careful driving of the ambulance.
We got a stolen car, robbery in progress, over.
This is 5793. I'm in the area. I'll take a ride.
And the rain definitely affects driving and handling. I didn't see any option in the handling file to adjust for that. So you have to be even more careful if it's raining.
Backup requested. Backup requested. Immediately. Over.
Alright, so probably we've got a bunch on the beach. Let's see. Oh yeah, pretty much everybody. Okay. Start north, go south. Plus, you'll probably get another 40 seconds, well, maybe 35, 40 seconds in between. Because it looks like the time bonus you get after each pickup is about half of the timer you have when you start. So if you start with a minute, then you probably get 30 seconds per pickup. 38, yep, so, yeah. So I probably started at what would that be, 116 then.
We got a serious problem down here. We need fire. 2 ambulances and a SWAT team right now. Come on.
I'm just taking it very slow on the beach, especially with the rain. And that's good, because there's not a chance I can knock him over, because he moved pretty much
I got a man down.
right when I got there, which is great. Excellent for timing the stops and slow approaches. But this one's pretty close to the grass line, so okay. Let them come to you. That is definitely the best idea. No, it's over there, okay. 3 patients max, so we'll pick up this last one and then go back for the 7th. At least there's a lot of ways to get onto the beach. And the rain stopped, so that's helpful too. Some maniac keeps stealing ambulances. Keep a lookout. Over. Ha! I wonder if that means me. At least in this case. Pink arrow. Slowing down, inching forward. There he is. Nice. Gonna go this way. As long as you don't flip it, you should be fine. Damage it as much as you need to, it doesn't matter. You're never going to smoke or get fired.
Deliver my lawyer.
Patience, too. That's another big thing this mission is about, patience. Plus you make a decent amount of money. Okay, so definitely the 3 to the north. Then probably the 3 on the beach, and then the other 2, I think. settles well on the grass. Okay, right after the turn. Okay, there's the arrow, I see.
Hey, baby, it's your lucky night.
We got real problems.
Oh, there's even more. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize those two were so close. Well, this is where I'll come back to them.
Message from the captain. Time is up. We need more arrests. Just bag anyone.
I'm on it.
Oye, dormido. Hey, watch it, scumbag!
Whoops.
We got a request for backup. We got gang problems between Haitians and Cubans. 2 cars going. Investigate. Over.
Onto the beach. Oh, that's right over here. Okay, that's fine. Same thing, inching forward. Stopping as soon as they move to avoid any issues.
We got a problem with Starfleet Island. Backup requested.
I don't really care for the off-road track, so I can go back this way. Pick up the one on the road and then go back to the beach. That off-road track is another mission, but it gets very hilly over there, which can sort of be problematic for the ambulance. We don't want any issues with that. Especially already at level 8. I don't want to start over again. Plus, this will work out just as well. Still got 3 on the first go, or on the first go, well, yeah, first go and second go. Oh yeah, and if you run them over after you rescue them, like I said, not a big deal, because they're already marked as rescue. So, yeah, if they're in your way, they're in your way.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
2 more to go.
We got big problems in Prawn Island. A winch has gone crazy or something.
I'm nearby. I'll check it out.
Easy, puta!
Plenty of time to make it back.
We got a break dancer with a broken back. Somewhere in downtown. More info requested. Over.
Somewhere in downtown. More info requested. Over. Got a fat woman stuck in an elevator and I'm checking.
Right. Level 9. So I prefer 3 trips of 3, and it looks like the best way to go would be the 3 on the road and the 3 on the beach in the north, and then the cluster, well, fairly spread out cluster toward the south, I think is the way we're going to do this.
You should be replaced.
She was an escort. You ain't never had a real broad in your life.
Boy,
She was my girlfriend.
wasn't expecting that.
This is radio control. We got problems downtown. Backup requested. Over.
This is 4754. I got contact.
Wow. Alright, so yeah, since I was tilting one way, that's the way I rotated the ambulance, and since I then tilted the other way, that was not very fun. Let's not try to do that again.
This is radio control. We got an incident in Little Haiti. Disturbance in progress. Over.
Right, and these three up here to the north is where I'll go. No, phone booth, didn't see that there.
This is 1327. Nothing going on. We got a request for backup. We got gang problems between Haitians and Cubans. Car 1 and 2, go down there. Cars 1 and 2.
So this is actually a pretty quick 108 seconds, which will be plenty of time to get back to the hospital. And I don't get a time bonus for that run, because it's the second one. But I should still have plenty of time to come back out on the beach and grab this level 3 and make it back no problem.
Vas a matar a alguien. Vas a matar a alguien.
Tag me with a spoon.
We got an emergency situation on Ocean Beach. All services requested.
Amigo.
Kind of understand why I prefer to drive on the beach.
I checked it out. Not a big deal. Just a couple of idiots with a case of giggle cream. I gave them a little beating. Nothing too serious.
This one will be the closest, and then we'll go way out by the water again, I think. No, not way out. Oh, mind the cop.
You nearly killed me.
Yeah, well, don't run in front of the ambulance next time.
All services attended immediately. Over.
I need a SWAT team fast.
Okay, 10. In only 56 seconds, so it looks like it's going to be the 3 by the bridge, and then back to the beach, I think. Don't have a whole lot of time for this one. Oh, no, okay, they're down here then. I thought they were up on the bridge, I was wrong. They're right under it. That's inconvenient. Yeah, I think back on the beach is the right way to go.
This is a repeat call for cars in the downtown area to attend disturbance.
Let's see what I got here. Alright, so I can pick up another one on the beach, I think. And then head back up north to the hospital. I should have enough time to do that. I don't really care for going about it this way, but it's really just I get nervous. Just because there's a lot of hills and I don't need to flip the ambulance over. That's no good. Okay, back to the hospital we go. And then probably what I'll do is take the two on the road and then head back to the beach. I think would be a good idea. Because I know I have to make 4 trips either way, so I can do 3331 or 3322. I also know I'm not going to get another time extension for any subsequent trips to the hospital, fortunately, so gotta work with the timing when you got it.
This is a notice from the chief. All overtime payments have been canceled. Have a great day. Over.
It's a quick minute or so, which is enough time to get back to the hospital and get back onto the beach, so I think that was a smart move.
You baked up, man.
We got an incident at the mall. Backup requested. Backup requested.
At least that one moved, that's good. Wow. But the ambulance stayed up. That's the important thing. That wasn't good. Well, I'll take blame for that. But that's what happens when you crash into an ambulance.
We got a stolen squad car driving erratically.
Level 11. They're everywhere. Oh, cluster 3 south there is good, then the cluster 3 to the north, then the cluster 3 on the north beach, and then the other two I think will be the best way to go about this one. Oh, that's where they are. Okay. Well, let's cut through here then. Right. I thought they were on the bridge for some reason. Okay. Kind of out of the way.
We have a stolen squad car.
Feel pissed?
That one is, okay, they're not on the bridge to Prawn Island. Down here. Got it right that time.
Don't move me!
And this one's nice and close too.
All paid leave has been canceled. Over.
Taking it a little bit roundabout way, but I have the time to, so it's no problem. After this trip, we'll head up to the North Beach, and then after that trip, we'll head down to the South Beach. Well, that was close to the grass line, okay.
Excuse me?
So, I'll start with that one. Just want to make sure I don't run him over. Okay, she's right there. Good.
Message from the captain. And the person or persons responsible for the nasty mess in the canteen, please make themselves known.
There's always a car at that stoplight, it seems, whenever I have to turn this way. No time bonus, but 2.5 minutes to get on the beach and collect another minute to get back. Yeah, this will be pretty easy. Which is fortunate because in Grand Theft Auto 3, the paramedic time was really not generous at all. And you didn't even have a map to sort of gauge the best route, you just had to guess. So this is a lot better, I'd say. And plus starting at Vice Point means a bunch of them will be on the beach, which makes it real easy. Since the ambulance handles so well. But you still definitely have to slow down when you approach the patient because you don't want to run them over, especially now that I'm on a level 11. I don't want to run them over. And that's the last pickup for level 11? No. So now I have 2:38 to get to the hospital, no problem.
Message from the captain. Whoever stole his personal magazines had better make themselves known. It was for investigative purposes only.
I also like this particular road, this long stretch, because it's very wide. So I have a car width on the passing side to avoid any accidents, unless I've got a really jerk driver. Alright, so here's level 12. Not a lot of time, but everybody's fairly close together. So I think I'll take the same approach I did last time and take these 3 on the northwest there and then northeast. Yeah, this should be good.
I ain't going nowhere.
29 seconds is not a lot of time. But since they're all fairly close, except for that one fairly far south on the beach, I think I should have no problem getting there.
No wonder you like some magazines.
That's good beeping at the ambulance.
Over there, next one then, I think.
Actually, those 2 are very close. So that's good. I'll grab those 2 next and 1 on the beach. Then take a trip to the hospital again. That should be a very quick boost in my time. Taking these 2 first. 58 seconds. Quick 58. Onto the beach for one of them. Probably this one since it's right here. She, I'm not yet. She is right here. Take that one on the beach, and then the 2 on the grassy line there to give me another quick 58 seconds. Yeah, this is definitely very possible completion here.
We got a stolen car, robbery in progress, over.
This is 5793. I'm in the area. I'll take a ride.
As long as I don't run either of these 2 over, which I don't think I will because, yeah.
You nearly killed me.
Quick 58, so there's 29. Stop, handbrake held. Another 29, that's great.
Backup requested. Backup requested.
Up here. And then just 3 more after that.
Jones, why do you try fighting crime and get away from that microphone, you dumb asshole? You're an asshole, Miller.
So we got 2 on the beach, 1 not. Well, maybe the 3rd one is. I'll have to double check on that. Let me see. Okay, no, the other one is not. Alright. I guess it doesn't really matter. How I go about this one. I'll get him.
We got a serious problem down here. We need fire. 2 ambulances and a SWAT team right now. Come on.
I guess I'll go to the right and get that one. And then double back north and get the other one. I'll have plenty of time to do it, so this is good. This is very good. Kind of out of the way, but So there we go. That will be the paramedic mission. It does automatically stop at level 12, so you cannot take any more than that. And you will have unlocked the infinite sprint ability, which is excellent, especially when we get into the main story missions. So there we go. $7,200, $15,000 bonus. That's a good deal. Thanks for watching.